श्री कैलासोन्नत द्वादशांत श्यामला पीठारूढ़ श्री मीनाक्षी सुंदरेश्वरा भिन्न स्वरूप परशिव पुत्र रत्न कुमार गुरुमन्य तुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती समान लब्ध दिव्य ज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागम सारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवर्तक श्रीमत् परमशिव करुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान दीयमान छत्र चामर श्री चिन्ह काहलादि समस्त विरदावल्यरंकृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संघ सत्योजात निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्ग श्रीभूत परमत कलभेद केशरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु शबन शाक्यादि महांतकार निर्वाण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणानर्हार्ह ध्वजोचेतन पूर्वक ऋषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्तृ सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामी नाम अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ महासंस्थान ज्ञान साम्राज्य शासक सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ तृणवत्युत्तर वशततम गुरु महासन्निधान महानिर्वाणि पीठस्य अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर अटल पीठस्य अष्टोत्तर सहस्रतम श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर श्रीमत् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्यवर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रजित नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्तृ जगद्गुरु भगवान श्री श्री परमहंस नित्यानंद श्री ज्ञान संबंध देश
Nityananda will be starting now. Welcome to the spiritual season of the Avani Tiruvila Brahmotsavam. The Avani Tiruvila of Kailasa is a grand celebration of the cosmic play and divine sovereignty, a living reawakening of the miraculous Leelas through which Paramashiva, as Sri Somasundareshwara Paramashiva, anchored the enlightenment onto the planet Earth. It honors a timeless era when the supreme consciousness transcended conventional rules and physical laws to shower boundless grace and unconditional love upon every being. Through these 64 Leelas, Madurai was transformed into the ultimate living playground of the divine, establishing an unbroken lineage of spiritual awakening and cultural heritage. Today, in Kailasa's temples around the world, we celebrate the Leela of the Nariye Pariyakadal. Manikavasgar was a minister of the king Pandian, sent with a sum of money to purchase horses. He reached the city where he was to purchase the horses, and he also in the city accepted the Lord as his guru and spent all the money on the temple renovations and feeding of the devotees of Paramashiva. Later, when summoned by the king, the worried Manikavachagar prayed to Paramashiva, who told him to inform the king that the horses would arrive on the day of Avani Moolam. When the horses didn't arrive, the king imprisoned Manikavachakar. Paramashiva then turned the forest jackals into magnificent horses and the Shivaganas into riders, arriving in Madurai as a horse rider, as a head rider. The king was thrilled, but that night the horses turned back into jackals and killed all the real horses and fled. The furious king tortured Manikavasagar by making him stand on scorching sand, prompting Paramashiva to create a massive flood in the Vaigai river to save his devotee Manikavasagar. Just as Manikavasagar redirected royal wealth toward the auspicious temple building and feeding the devotees of Paramashiva, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism channels the global resources into re-establishing the enlightenment ecosystems and to feeding the needy world where worldly institutions create financial deviation. Paramashiva, in the form of our beloved Bhagavan, transforms them into the real service to humanity. Manikavasagar faced intense torture on the scorching sands due to the state misunderstanding. Paramashiva intervened through natural elements, flooding the Vaigai to prove Manikavachakar's innocence. Similarly, amidst modern legal persecutions, state-sponsored mudsliding and targeted against the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Kailasa, and devotees, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism stands as a shield, as a kavacha, and transforming every attack into global recognition and as a weapon in his arsenal to fight against adharma. Let us now offer puja, where we mirror the neurological activities of the higher vertical time zones. Today, let us gain access and offer our deepest gratitude and worship to the deities of Sri Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Meenakshambika Sameta, Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Somasundareshwara Swami, and to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, and his deities in Kailasa's temples around the world.
ॐ सहस्रदलपङ्कजे सकलशीतरश्मिप्रभं वराभयकराम्बुजं विमलगन्धपुष्पाम्बरं प्रसन्नवदनेक्षणं सकलदेवतारूपिणं स्मरेच्छिरसि हंसकं तदभिमानपूर्वं गुरुम्। ॐ जीवन्मुक्तिपुरीशाय श्रीकण्ठाय नमोऽस्तु ते। नमो हालास्यनाथाय शङ्कराय नमो नमः। श्रीमत्सुन्दरनाथस्य देवीं शफरलोचनां कलये हृदये नित्यं कदम्बवनवासिनीम्। अथ धूपः। ॐ दशाङ्गं गुग्गुलोपेतं सुगन्धं च सुमनोहरम् आघ्रेयः सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यताम्। श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। श्री नित्यानन्देश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति मीनाक्ष्यम्बिका समेत श्री नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव सोमसुन्दरेश्वर स्वामिने नमः। धूपमाघ्रापयामि। अथ दीपः। ॐ साज्यं त्रिवर्ति संयुक्तं वह्निना योजितं मया ग्रहाणमङ्गलं दीपं त्रैलोक्यतिमिरापहम्। श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। श्री नित्यानन्देश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति मीनाक्ष्यम्बिका समेत श्री नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव सोमसुन्दरेश्वर स्वामिने नमः। दीपं सन्दर्शयामि। अमृतवर्षिणीम् अमृतं श्रावय श्रावय स्वाहा। श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। श्री नित्यानन्देश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति मीनाक्ष्यम्बिका समेत श्री नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव सोमसुन्दरेश्वर स्वामिने नमः। नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि। नैवेद्यानन्तरमाचमनं समर्पयामि। नीराजनम्। ॐ साङ्ग्रहण्येष्ट्यायजते इमां जनतां सङ्गृह्णानीति द्वादशारत्नीरशना भवति। द्वादशमासा संवत्सरः संवत्सरमेवावरुन्धे पौंची भवति। पूर्वै मुञ्जाः ऊर्जमेवावरुन्धे चित्रा नक्षत्रं भवति। चित्रं वा एतत् कर्म कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। श्री सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। श्री नित्यानन्देश्वरी परमशिवशक्ति मीनाक्ष्यम्बिका समेत श्री नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव सोमसुन्दरेश्वर स्वामिने नमः। कर्पूरनीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि। रक्षां धारयामि। शोणाद्रीशावताराय ज्योतिस्तम्भस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। तत्त्वज्ञानप्रदाताय नित्यानन्देश्वररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। मूलप्रकृतिरूपाय परमशिवशक्तिस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। दण्डत्रिशूलहस्ताय कालकालस्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। आदिपूज्याय देवाय सकृत्पूर्णत्वरूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। सर्वाभयविनाशकाय शत्रुसंहाररूपिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। योगपट्टाभिषिक्ताय राजसन्न्यासधारिणे श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। सार्वभौमैकपत्याय राजराजार्चिताय च श्रीकैलासप्रधानाय नित्यानन्दाय मङ्गलम्। मङ्गलं कल्पवृक्षाय मङ्गलं ज्ञानदायिने परमशिवाय श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वराय मङ्गलं मङ्गलं श्रीविद्याम्बायै मङ्गलं कामदायिन्यै सर्वमङ्गलदात्री नित्यानन्देश्वर्यै मङ्गलं मङ्गलं गुरुदेवाय मोक्षमूलाय मङ्गलं परमावताराय नित्यानन्दाय गुरवे मङ्गलं हरिः ॐ तत्सत् सर्वं भगवत् श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवपादुकार्पणमस्तु ॐ नित्यानन्दम्।
Nithyanandam. We welcome all the viewers and devotees here with us today for the special darshan, the divine darshan, with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivам. As we are all enjoying and experiencing today's darshan, let us take a few minutes to call and invite all our friends and family to join us live in today's darshan. Since 2006, before social media became a trend, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism spearheaded simple enriching through digital platforms to reach the international audience. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has established and created over 11,500 platforms on digital media, and it is created in over 108 languages and 150 regions around the world. Today, we will start the sharing and inviting people to join live on the YouTube platform. All of us can head over to YouTube and search for Kailasa SPH Nithyananda, the YouTube channel. You can open the YouTube channel, make sure to click on the subscribe button if you have not already subscribed, and click on the bell icon to stay up to date with all the Kailasa news and videos of Kailasa. Next, we will enter into the YouTube live that is going on. Click on the live video and enter into the chat section of the YouTube live. In the chat section, you can post all your prayer requests, all the requests that you want to directly ask the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. You can receive the direct blessings by posting your prayer requests and comments in the YouTube chat section. Make sure to share the live video with all your friends and family on WhatsApp and all the other platforms that you use, and like the YouTube video as well.
The next platform we have is Instagram. All of us can head over to Instagram and search for Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda. This is the official handle of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Once you see the official handle, click on it and make sure to follow the handle to get notified with all the latest videos they post. Then you can click on the profile icon of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, which will take you to the live video. And there you can like the video, and in the comment section, make sure to post your prayer requests, your gratitude messages at the lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
Next is X, formerly Twitter. Let us open our X app on the phone or go to the x.com website, and you can search for Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda Paramashivам or search for Sri Nithyananda and open the official X platform, X handle of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Make sure to follow if you're not already following, and you can click on the topmost pinned post on the X, which is the current live, the live stream that is going on, the darshan, and you can make sure to share that with all your friends and family, like, and also you can post your prayer requests using the hashtag AskTheAvatar to receive the direct blessings from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism through X.
The next platform we have is Facebook. All of us can head over to Facebook and search for Kailasa's SPH JGM Nithyananda Paramashivam. This is the official page of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Click on the page and make sure to follow and like the page. Scroll a bit down and you would see the live darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism happening now. Make sure to like or love the post and share the post with all of the Facebook pages and Facebook groups that you are a part of, so that it notifies all of your friends and your social circles that you have. And then once again in the comment section, you can go ahead and post your prayer requests, your boon requests, and gratitude messages at the lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
Next, we will be entering into the Kailasa's parliamentary voting segment. Before we look at today's topic, let us take a few minutes to watch a video and understand about the today's voting topic.
Across the world, ancient systems of knowledge are at risk of being lost, distorted, or disconnected from their authentic sources. This includes traditional sciences such as yoga, Ayurveda, and Hindu knowledge systems, which have supported human well-being for thousands of years, but are often presented today without their original context or source-based understanding. The SPH Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashhivam established Kailasa's yellow Om to provide Satvidya, authentic knowledge assistance, and to preserve and make Hindu knowledge available to humanity. Through the preservation and digitization of scriptures, libraries, global satsangs, Nithyanandapedia, digital platforms and educational programs, this ancient knowledge is being made accessible across geographical and cultural boundaries. Yellow Om represents the commitment to ensure that humanity does not lose its traditional wisdom, and that future generations can access authentic Hindu knowledge responsibly, directly from its source traditions.
Traditional medicine is used by billions of people worldwide, yet humanity faces major challenges in preserving traditional knowledge, ensuring its authenticity, establishing safety and quality standards, and making reliable knowledge accessible. The World Health Organization's 2025-2034 strategy now calls for evidence informed, safe, equitable, and people centered approaches to traditional medicine. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivamam, established Kailasa's Yellow Om to provide authentic knowledge assistance, including Hindu yogic and Ayurvedic knowledge, and access to libraries and traditional knowledge systems. Yellow Om can make these resources globally accessible while maintaining responsible standards and directing people to qualified professional healthcare whenever required. The question today for all the members of the Chitsava Parliament is which policy should guide Yellow Om in making authentic Hindu health knowledge accessible worldwide? The options we have is establish authenticity standards based on verified Hindu source scriptures and traditional knowledge. Option 2, adopt clear, safety, qualified, professional referral standards for all health related guidances. Option 3, ensure free and inclusive access to preserve Hindu knowledge through libraries and digital platforms. Option 4, create standards for responsible teaching and transmission of yoga, Ayurveda, and other traditional sciences. All of us can now head over to kailasa.org/Hindu-votes to cast your vote for the today's topic.
Next is for all the Rajya Sabha members of Parliament. The question is, which action should Yellow Om prioritize to expand access to authentic Hindu knowledge? The options are 1. Digitize, catalog, and make traditional Hindu knowledge resources searchable worldwide. Option 2. Launch multilingual online programs teaching yoga, Ayurveda, and conscious living. Option 3. Train qualified volunteers to connect people with authentic knowledge and appropriate professional resources. Option 4. Partner with libraries, universities, and traditional knowledge institutions for preserving knowledge exchange. Now, all the Rajya Sabha members can head over to kailasa.org/Hindu-votes to cast your votes for today's topic. With this, let us continue to experience this divine darshan with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashhivam. Thank you, Nithyananda.
నృతమూర్తి, నటరాజమూర్తి, చండతాండవమూర్తి, ప్రార్థనామూర్తి, గౌరీతాండవమూర్తి, సంధ్యానృత్తమూర్తి, భుజంగత్రాసమూర్తి, భుజంగలలితమూర్తి. I bless you all with Paramadvaita. All the Paramashiva Sena program participants from Tiruvannamalai, Inibisa, Bangalore, Adi Kailasa, Chit Sabha members and Rajya Sabha members, Kailasa-vasis, and all the e-citizens, viewers, visitors who are joining with us through the internet and internet. I welcome each and every one of you with my love and blessings. Today, I initiate all the PSS participants into perpetual completion with root pattern. Anything which you have other than samadhi is pain pattern. Sit and complete, rewrite, rewrite. Whoever believes they have pain and the world has pain, do the samskara dahana kriya of deleting, completing and rewriting, recreating. So complete, delete, rewrite, recreate for next 48 days. So Paramashiva's direct message from Kailasa. Enlightenment is not the end of your struggles. It is the end of struggler. Listen. Enlightenment is not the end of your struggles, but it is end of the struggler. The missing piece of the puzzle of human life is not that you have not found what you want. It is that you have not yet discovered who is wanting. Listen. You can transform your whole life within one day, 24 hours. Just if you use your emotions, whatever powers you have, your emotions to identify who is wanting. Listen. Look honestly at your own life. From morning, you are searching for money, for recognition, for the right relationship, for security, for respect, for somebody who will finally understand you. And after all this searching, you become exhausted and you ask, why am I still not fulfilled? question is, listen, that question, that why am I still not fulfilled, is the true beginning of spirituality. Not because you have become religious, not because you have bought 5 books on enlightenment and placed them respectfully on your shelf so they can become enlightened while you remain exactly the same. I have seen people buying my Gita books and asking me to autograph. I also autograph and send my commentaries on Gita, Bhagavad Gita, and I also autograph and send when they ask. They keep it in the puja room. Sometimes after 3 years, 4 years, when I go to their house for Pada Puja or accepting Bhiksha, when I go to their puja room, first to plus, usually when I visit any devotee's house, first I will go to the puja room. I will see the book unsealed, unopened, not a single page read. Forget about reading, it's unsealed. I ask them, why? They say, Swamiji, we do puja every day, Swamiji. Hey, Bhagavad Gita is supposed to be read and digested, lived. You keep the pot full of nectar and do puja whole day. Will you become immortal? Hey, you need to drink it. You need to digest it. You need to make it as part of you. Today I am going to reveal to you Sadhana Chatushtaya, 4 powerful sacred emotions that have a capacity to make you experience Paramashivatva and whatever you want instantly. The good news is you can trigger them. The great news is you can do it today. All you need is you need to trigger them and let them express through you with total intensity. Listen. Your emotions are not obstacles on the spiritual path, and they are certainly not mere psychological weakness. When consciously directed, they possess the power to completely restructure your consciousness. Sometimes it does not take years of disciplined practice to change your direction in life. It only takes one authentic emotional breakthrough. And that breakthrough can absolutely happen to you today. Listen, in my own life, I have seen these 4 emotions not only giving me enlightenment, ultimate Paramashivatva, I have seen in my disciples' life, whoever uses these 4 emotions, they achieve the ultimate. The 4 sacred emotions I want you to understand and unfold before you manifest want you to manifest Vairagya. The first, Vairagya. The sacred disgust with unconscious living. Vairagya, the sacred disgust with unconscious living. Viveka, the decisive discrimination between the eternal and temporary. The decision, the deciding power is Viveka. Mumukshutva, the burning desire for the ultimate truth. Burning desire for the ultimate truth. And Drida Sankalpa Nishta, the unshakable resolve that never gives up until self-realization is complete. Listen. Understand these 4 words. Disgust. Vairagya, the sacred disgust for the unconscious living. Viveka, the decisive discrimination. Discriminating decision power. Mumukshutva, burning desire for the ultimate truth. Drida Sankalpa Nishta, unshakable resolve that never gives up until the self-realization is complete. Understand clearly? Adi Shankaracharya himself, in the opening verses of the Viveka Chudamani, named these exact 4 as Sadhana Chatushtaya. The 4-fold qualification without which no sincere seeker can truly walk the path of self-knowledge. What I am revealing to you today is that these are not dry philosophical categories. They are the very same 4 inner movements ordinary people already use every day to chase wealth, status, success, anything you want. Today, I am showing you how these same 4 fires, rightly directed, become the engine that carries you straight into the living state of Paramashiva. Behind all 4 of these emotions is the 5th force, action, sadhana, without which even the most sacred emotion emotion remains nothing more than a beautiful lifeless seed lying dormant in the soil. The beginning of the spirituality is not finding new answers. It is finally asking the right question. Listen. The first sacred fire, the sacred emotion is vairagya, spiritual disgust, sacred disgust, the powerful inner cry that finally declares, I have had enough of living unconscious. I have had enough of living unconscious. I have had enough of living unconscious. Vairagya is not depression. It is not escapism. It is not hatred of life. It is the piercing clarity of seeing that your current unconscious patterns are simply too small a container for the infinite being that you are truly are. You truly are. Vairagya is not hating life. It is refusing to ask small things to do the job of God. Look at something very ordinary. You buy a phone. You are excited for 2 days. You are happy. On the third day, you are checking whether a newer model has arrived. You wanted the phone. You got the phone. Now you want the cover. Now you want the better cover. Then you discover someone else has a better phone. And suddenly yesterday's dream device has become today's evidence of your suffering. The object changes. The structure of the mind never changes. You got the relationship. Then you get the fear of losing it. You get the position. Then you get the burden of maintaining it. The world does not merely give you objects. The world gives you responsibility. The world gives you the responsibility of protecting the objects. Ask yourself honestly, am I living my life or am I maintaining a collection of things I once believed would make me happy? That question is vairagya, beginning to awaken. Adi Shankaracharya lists vairagya as the first of the 4 essential qualifications of the sadhana chatushtaya. See, the book he names it as Viveka Chudamani. But the first qualification he describes is vairagya. That's a funny thing. He did not name the book as Vairagya Chudamani. He names the book as Viveka Chudamani. But when he lists the 4 qualifications, the sacred emotions which can enlighten you right away, the first he lists as Vairagya. The first he spells out as Vairagya. Our own tradition is full of ordinary human beings in whom this fire exploded like lightning. Like lightning. I can give you the list. Arunagirinathar, Pattinatthar, Valmiki, Tulsidas, Nachiketa, Dhruva. I can give you the long list. Arunagirinathar was so disgusted by his life that he claimed the temple tower at Tiruvannamalai to end his life in despair. In that very moment, Subramanya caught him and turned his sacred disgust into enlightenment and manifested the ecstatic devotional poetry of Tiruppugal through him. Then Valmiki, he was just forest highway robber. The highway which is moving through forest, he was just forest highway robber. Ratnakara was cracked open by a single question from Maharshi Narada. When Narada asked, would his family share in the sins of his crimes, the answer of no ignited vairagya, so total that he sat unmoving in meditation until an anthill grew over his body, and from it emerged the sage who gave the world the Ramayana. Pattinatthar, a wealthy merchant, saw a message left behind by his son. Kadatra usiyum varadhagan kadaivalike. That single word shattered him completely. Means that even the broken needle which can't be used for stitching, that every needle will have a ear where you put the thread, that thread hole, the needle which is not useful, because the moment the thread hole is broken, the needle will not be useful for anything. Even that needle will not come with you forever. Even that you cannot take with you. That one statement. Kadatra usiyum varadhagan kadaivalike. The Vairagya Awaken in Pattinatthar. Angulimala, a feared killer wearing a garland of human fingers, met Buddha face to face, and seeing Buddha's compassion, his own violence became unbearable for him. That Vairagya got triggered. He woke up. The Vairagya is awakened. Bhartrihari, the king poet, disillusioned by the hollow nature of a love he trusted completely, and walked away from his throne to write Vairagya Sadaka, Yagnavalkya, at the height of his worldly success, distributed all his wealth and walked into the forest. Not because he failed at life, because he had succeeded at it fully enough to see through it, and his Vairagya got awakened. Kabir, Sant Kabir, a simple weaver, looked at the religious pretensions of his time and said, I do not see God in either of your houses. Turning his disgust towards the hollow ritual into some of the most direct devotional poetry in our language, he became enlightened. The day you become genuinely disgusted with your own laziness in meditation, your half-hearted sadhana, and your habit of postponing, your liberation to someday, that day marks the true beginning of your life as a sincere seeker. Paramashiva Swarupa is such. The moment you understand, he takes over. You don't need to meditate. You don't need to concentrate. You don't need to hold the bhava. You don't need to hold the space. The moment you understand, he takes over. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, he takes over you and you are in Paramukti. Paramamukti. Listen intensely. When you are focusing on the source, when you are completely centered on observing the observer, witnessing the witness, on the source of who you are, in that Swarupa, Paramashiva lives as Swarupa Tirumeni. That Swarupa Tirumeni is what is the creator, sustainer. He is the rejuvenator, and he pulls you out of delusion and he liberates. Listen. What I am teaching you is the highest Uttama Uttamottama sadhana. Just if you understand, it can take over. Even if you understand, actually, if you start observing the observer, you will see how what do you want manifest, because the observing consciousness is not a passive dead matter. It's a very active, high frequency cosmic source. It just manifests what you want. All you need is only one thing. By focusing, observing the observer, if you even experience once or twice, what you want is manifesting miraculously. You will be so enamored that source consciousness, that supreme consciousness will take over you. Listen, once you see the gym is making your body as you want, the biceps growing, abs, shoulders, naturally the gym takes over you. once you see the pranayama strengthens your inner organs, and after the pranayama your face becomes fresh, eyes become sharp, all the senses are so alive. Once you see the result, then pranayama takes over you. Nobody needs to push you. You start doing it. You feel it as your part, your life. You are here for that. I tell you, exactly same. Exactly same way. Even once you focus on the source, observing the observer, witnessing the witness, whatever you want starts manifesting miraculously. Simply that your Swarupa takes over you. Paramashiva is inside your Swarupa, having Swarupa Tirumeni. The supernal effulgence, super conscious form. I tell you, this Chaturmasya, these 4 months till the Navaratri, all of you focus on this Swarupa Tirumeni of Paramashiva, and take refuge in Paramashiva's Swarupa Tirumeni and enrich the world with this Abhayaṁ Sarvabhūtebhyo initiative of Kailasa. Listen. Paramashiva's Kailasa's Abhayaṁ Sarvabhūtebhyo is not just about providing a safe haven like good food, good shelter, good clothes, and good medical care, good lifestyle. No. It provides good food, good shelter, good clothes, good care, good medical care, all of it. And it provides the real Abhayaṁ ecosystem where you can completely take refuge at the Swarupa Tirumeni of Paramashiva and become Paramashiva. Providing this ecosystem is the ultimate Abhayaṁ Sarvabhūtebhyo. Projects, purpose and fulfillment. So understand, take refuge into the Swarupa Tirumeni of Paramashiva and enrich the world with Abhayaṁ Sarvabhūtebhyo initiative. All the Kailasavasis, Rajya Sabha members, Chitsabha members, reach out to every homeless shelter in your country. Reach out to every homeless person in your country. Reach out to your government that Kailasa is providing refuge for all. You need to know, even the rich countries, many rich countries, common man can't afford health care. How many of you know? 92% of Americans have delayed or avoided medical care because of the cost. Listen, just within last 48 hours, there was an article, there was a news in WION, WION. They say 92% of the surveyed adults have delayed or avoided medical care because of the cost. The survey have done over 1,500 US adults by a financial services firm. It found with young adults being the worst affected. According to the study, more than 94% of those in the age group of 18 to 28 have said that they have put off treatment for financial reasons. Followed by Americans between 29 and 44 years of age. The report says that the findings have highlighted a growing disconnect between having health insurance and feeling financially protected. The rising medical bills are allegedly pushing many American families to postpone treatment, cut back on essential spending, or fall into debt. Gender also plays a big role, and according to the study, women are more likely than men to delay medical care. Age and insurance status has further influenced those decisions. An uninsured, listen, according to a February 2026 analysis by a healthcare marketplace, an uninsured visit to a doctor office costs an average of $171 in US across major US cities. The financial strain is completely widespread. Around 85% of Americans say that they carry medical debt. A February poll by an American not-for-profit organization estimates total medical debt at $220 billion US dollar, or nearly about 960 USD for every adult with medical debt. A 2025 survey by the same American not-for-profit organization has found that nearly 1 out of 5 adults said that their health deteriorated after skipping a doctor's visit. Amongst the people in the age group of 64 and younger, that the number has jumped to 42%. Prescription medicines are also becoming less and less affordable. Another study by the American not-for-profit organization has found 31% of adults had switched to over-the-counter medicines because prescription drugs were simply too expensive. 19% admitted skipping doses or splitting pills to make their medication last longer. Healthcare costs across the United States are reportedly also rising amidst higher inflation. So listen, millions are suffering. You may think how Kailasa can afford to provide all this, because we found the dharmic way of living with the natural law of the cosmos. So natural law of the cosmos, listen, when you live in the natural law, with the natural law of the cosmos, you will be naturally awe with the cosmos, and whether physical health, mental health, emotional health, relationships, all that happens in such a supernatural way or naturally superb way. We are able to afford to give refuge for all. So, all Rajya Sabha members, Chit Sabha members, initiated disciples, Kailasavasis, take this as a Guru walk. This Chaturmasya Swarupa Samadhi, Paramashiva Swarupa Samadhi, take complete refuge in Paramashiva Swarupa and enrich the whole world with this Abhayaṁ Sarvabhūtebhyo initiative. This is the message from Paramashiva directly from Mahakailasa for this Chaturmasya. Focus your life on this too. Blessings to every one of you. Understand that. I'll give you one more example. See, this Tripurasuras, they know this whole secret of this kanchukas and how the universes work and how the Ishvaras function. That is why they take a bone, See, all their three universes are having complete different niyati, different Ishvara. But they should be killed only if all three are aligned together, which can never happen because the niyati of all the three universes is different. So what to do? The Ishvara for all the three universes is different. Even though Paramashiva himself, it is Paramashiva's three different reflections. Like if you have 10 parts, sun reflects, sun is same like Paramashiva, but his reflection on the three parts is different. The 10 parts is different. The 10 different reflections. If you break one part, only the reflection in that part will melt down. But the reflections in the other parts will be there. So if you put your hand and make waves in the water, only the Ishvara in that part, reflection in that part will get affected, not the reflections in the other part. If you add color to that water in one part, only that reflection will have a different color, not the other reflections. So understand that reflection is Ishvara, the part is Kanchuka, sun is Paramashiva. So now these Tripurasuras, they know this whole science. The bad news is Tripurasuras are well versed in the philosophy. Good news is they were trying to play with Paramashiva. They asked the boon only when all their three universes, which is completely, totally different Kanchuka, different Ishvara, everything is different. Only when that three universes align under one niyati, they can be destroyed. Now it is impossible because Paramashiva does not get involved with anything. Only Ishvaras get involved. But each Ishvara has limitation of only operating in their worlds, their sovereignty, their universe. One Ishvara can be Ishvara only for his universe. He can't interfere with other universe. So now what to do? All of them, finally, all the all the Devas, including Brahma, Vishnu, all of them go and surrender to Paramashiva, asking, please do something. Destroy these Asuras. It's going overboard. Because of this knowledge and the boon they took with highest intelligence possible, it is now almost impossible to kill them. Then Paramashiva said, all right, I'll do what needs to be done. By that time, these Devas, all of them thought, yes, let us help Paramashiva. Maybe to destroy each of these universe, he needs a chariot. They all built a chariot, and like there's a huge story that all four Vedas became four wheels and Brahma became the charioteer and each Deva becomes a part of the chariot, and they all came and presented themselves as a chariot and weapons and said, please Paramashiva, come on, sit on us and destroy this Tripurasura. Paramashiva said, all right. The moment he decided to accept and get into the chariot, all the devas, usual, this ego clash, they all started discussing and becoming egoistic, saying, see, because all of us put together, this is a huge energy. Paramashiva will be able to destroy the Tripurasuras. It's like in Adi Kailash, all those Rakshasas, demons, who were running each department, they all thought, we all put together, we are running. That ego, arrogance, even though they were doing good work together, that ego, arrogance, because of us, Paramashiva's mission is happening. We are doing it. When the ego comes, it is not only they will be destroying themselves, they will fight among themselves and destroy the whole ecosystem. So Paramashiva just smiled. Oh, you guys think only because of all of you put together, I'll be able to destroy these Tripurasuras. He just moved away from all of them, just sat in his inner space. All the three lokas Ishwaras, Tripuras Ishwaras, he aligned. And naturally all three Ishwaras aligned. Even though he does not get involved, his presence is the source of all the three Ishwaras. He just aligned his presence, focused within himself and opened the third eye. All the Tripuras were aligned and completely gone, burnt, destroyed. Not only the Tripurasuras are destroyed, even the Devatas, gods and goddesses, they were all shaken. Because he did it without any of them. I just dumped that whole gang, the Adi Kailash gang, and built the Kailasa, manifested Kailasa. Listen. Understand this truth about Paramashiva, Ishvaratva and Jivatva. If you give too much attention to kanchukas, you will be Jiva. If you give all your attention to your source, consciousness, which is beyond all kanchukas, you will be Ishvara. And even when you become Ishvara, you have sovereignty over your whole universe. If you continue to be focused on the source, you will become Paramashiva. You will become Shiva. Listen. Across all universes, Paramashiva manifests as Kanchukas and Ishvara both. But he remains absolutely untouched and unbound by all of this. If you give all your attention to kanchukas, like, oh, I have limited time. If you make the decisions based on I have limited time, I have limited knowledge, I have limitations, niyatis, and I have limited knowing, and all these kanchukas, if you are always focused on that, you will be jiva. If you turn your attention to your being, which is beyond all these kanchukas, core consciousness, observing the observer, witnessing the witness, you will see you are Ishvara, not Jiva. From your sovereignty, you manifest all these kanchukas and play the life and do what you want as you want. And when you know that you have the sovereignty over your life, everything, even after that you continue to remain focused on the source, you become Shiva, Paramashiva. Thing to be done is only one. Focus on the source. Not only you will manifest anything you want, you will have the sovereignty over the whole universe, and ultimately you will be Paramashiva, who is source of everything and who is everything. If you give too much attention to kanchukas, you will be a jiva. If you give attention to your source, you will become Ishvara. If you continue to be focused on the source, you will become Shiva. Paramashiva is like the water that fills every river, lake, and ocean. Paramashiva is like that. Paramashiva is like the water that fills every river, lake, and ocean. The river, kanchukas are like river. The kanchukas run in particular path shaped by the terrain and reach the ocean. The ocean, Ishvara, holds all rivers, yet remains a distinct entity. Understand? Paramashiva is like the water that fills every river, lake, ocean, everything. River is kanchukas that run in particular path shaped by the terrain, means that niyati. Ishvara is like a ocean, holds all rivers, yet remains a distinct entity. When you are a jiva, you are simply a ripple on a specific river, unaware of ocean. When you are an Ishvara, you are the ripple that knows it belongs to ocean. and it is ocean. When you are Shiva, you are not a ripple nor a river, you are the boundless water itself, untouched by any particular course. By constantly turning your awareness back to the source, you keep your river from becoming mere trickle of the world. And you remember that your true nature is endless, unchanging water that flows beneath every surface. Continuous, unwavering focus on the source beyond the temporary identification with any particular kanchuka transports the individual being into Shivatva. In this state, the person is neither acting within the world nor withdrawn from it. The individual is the ground that makes both possibilities possible. Individual is the ground that makes both possibilities possible. Granthi, Janyam, Kala, Kala, Vidya, Raga, Drumataraha, Gunadirgarva, Siddhaksha, Matra, Bhutan, Anukramat. Kala, Kala, Niyati, Raga, Purusha, Prakriti, Guna, Buddhi, Ahankara, Chitta, Manas. Indriyas, 5 tanmatras, subtle elements, and 5 bhutas, grass elements. All these are the Maya born tattvas. Listen, I am repeating. Granthi, Janyam, Kala, Kala, Vidya, Raga, Drumataraha, Gunadirgarva, Chittaksha, Matra, Bhutan, Yanukramat. Kala, Kala, Niyati, Raga, Purusha, Prakriti, Guna, Buddhi, Ahankara, Chitta, Indriyas. 5 tanmatras, 5 bhutas. All these are the Maya born tattvas. These are evolved from the Maya in 2 orders, the primary order and the secondary order. So listen. Mrigendra Agama beautifully says, The 10th chapter, first verse. Vidatte dehasityartam yat sakshat yat padantarat yadayunakti yat tedo tatrik tadatu nochyate. Anandeshwara, I can say that Ananteshwara is the Lord of impure Maya, the order in which he creates all these tattvas from the impure Maya. After effecting vibrant and creative convolutions in the field of impure Maya, is now explained. He creates these tattvas in order to provide bodies, instruments, enjoyments, and so forth to all the bound souls. The 10th chapter, Mrihendragama, 2nd verse in Mrihendragama, 10th chapter, 2nd verse. So listen, actually, recently I revealed to you all about how your nervous system filters out your reality. I spoke about your antahkarana being blocked by the malas, and your chit shakti is eternally untouched, conscious part of you. Listen, there is a very important aspect I want all of you to understand. When I say your antahkarana filters out your reality, your nervous system selectively chooses a reality that you experience. You need to know what determines the filtering of the reality. How does your nervous system decide what to filter and what to process? The answer to it is your self-image, built by your belief system. Listen, if you ask, how does your nervous system decide what to filter and what to process? The answer is your self-image, built by your belief system. Maxwell Maltz, a renowned plastic surgeon, established this in his research. Maxwell Maltz was a plastic surgeon, and he would perform surgery on his patients, fixing their scars, their noses, their deformities. But then he noticed something. Even when he was done, many of his patients still felt they were ugly. There was one woman who had a severe facial deformity, and Maltz worked on her, and the surgery was a complete success. It made her model worthy as per the social standards. Yet she avoided mirrors because she still believed she was ugly. Maltz realized that the brain does not respond to objective reality, it responds to the self-image of the person's reality. listen, you are not responding to the reality. You are responding to your self-image, your belief system that is projecting the reality. The Agamas call this is Purusha Tattva. Purusha Tattva is the Jiva, the soul identified with the 5 malas or the coverings that I revealed previously. Kala, Kala, Niyati, Raga, Vidya means Kala, limited time, idea. Kala, limited knowledge, idea. Niyati, limited causality. Raga, attachment. Vidya, limited knowing. When the Jiva identifies with these 5 coverings, it becomes a Purusha, limited, transmigrating soul, capable of experiencing the cosmos only as the limited individual. This is your self-image. A small story. Young Richie, the daughter of Peter Pepper, is watching her mother, Becky, as she tries on her new fur coat and taking selfies to flaunt her expensive fur coat on the Instagram. She says in disgust, "Mom, do you realize how much a poor dumb animal had to suffer just so you could have that fur coat?" says Richie, with all her concern. "Richie," snaps Becky angrily, "how dare you talk about your father like that?" The daughter is talking from the different universe. The mother is understanding and responding from different universe. Because the self-image is different, reactions are different. Same words meant completely different things to 2 different people. Why? Because of their antahkarana, their inner instrument. Their inner instrument was filtering the same reality differently. Your self-image determines that you see in everyone and everything. If you see yourself as a victim, you see victims everywhere. If you see yourself as powerful, you see power everywhere. Many times, if your achievements exceed your self-image, you will unconsciously engage in self-destructive behavior. Why? Because the Purusha Tattva cannot tolerate inconsistency. The Purusha believes I am limited, I am unworthy, I am a failure. And when success comes, the Purusha sabotages itself to maintain consistency with its identity. This is why you lose weight and find it again. This is why you make money and lose it. This is why you find love and push it away. Your Purusha Tattva does not believe you deserve it. How many of you lost weight, but again you start a self-destructive habit? Oh, now I am so thin, I can start. Come on, let's start. Run right on the food and gain the weight within next 1 month, much faster than the speed with which you lost, much quicker than the speed with which you lost. Raise your hand. I can tell you, when people come and tell me, Swamiji, I lost 30 pounds, I lost 25 pounds, I laugh at them and tell them, hey, you lost thousands of pounds. Because multiple times you are losing, you are gaining and losing and gaining and losing. You have not lost 20 pounds or 30 pounds or 40 pounds. You have lost thousands of pounds. Because your self-image has not changed, because you have not worked on that. Whether gaining weight and losing, or gaining wealth and losing, this whole thing, finding love and pushing it away, all that is because you have not worked on the Purusha Tattva. I tell you, work on the Purusha Tattva, self-image. That is what that Bhava, assuming what you want is achieved, works on the Purusha Tattva, your being. Then simply you manifest what you want and you retain it, you enjoy it. Listen. Only if you work on the being, the habits you want to drop will be dropped. Self-sabotaging will be stopped. And the right things need to be done will manifest through you. So the priority should be working on being. As long as you have that idea you are limited and unworthy and failure, you will lose weight and gain weight. You will gain wealth and lose wealth. You will find love and push it away. The strongest part of the human mind is the need to maintain consistency with our identity. That is why people struggle with self-image. That loops them with the same reality they are stuck with. Scientists have concluded that 98% of your brain activity is unconscious. Not 80, not 70, not 90, 98% of your brain activity is unconscious. Meaning that the majority of your decisions that you make, the actions that you take, the 60,000 thoughts that you have every day depends on that 98% of the brain activity that you are not even aware of. See, what you think determines what you are doing, but what you don't think determines where you are going. What you think determines what you are doing, but what you don't think determines where you are going. Your unconscious thinking is driving the reality. You can retrain your nervous system is the good news I have. Just by reprogramming your beliefs is the great news I have. The good news I have for all of you, you can retrain your nervous system. The great news I have for all of you is you can retrain your nervous system by reprogramming your beliefs. Listen. Science describes 3 brain states: beta, waking, thinking. Then this waking, thinking, stress all comes under beta. Alpha is calm, relaxed. And theta is meditation. That Bhava Samadhi, where you are neither in the Jagrat nor in Swapna, you are in between. That hypnosis state. The Agamas describe these states too, but they go deeper. They describe a state called Spanda. This is the key word, listen. Spanda. If you heard my early satsangs, I have spoken on 3 books: Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Shiva Sutras, Spandakarika. All the 3 I named it as a Shiva Sutra lectures. The satsangs are named as Shiva Sutras, but I have spoken on these 3 books. One book is all about Spandakarika. What is Spanda? Spanda is the vibratory dynamism of absolute consciousness. It is the pulse, the throb, the heartbeat of reality itself. It's not just awareness. It is active, creative, pulsating awareness. The Spandakarikas, the sacred text revealed by Paramashiva to Vasugupta, a great Kashmir Shaiva Acharya. Listen. Kanchi Shaivism, Kashmiri Shaivism, both are based on the same Kamika Agama. You should know very clearly, Kanchi Shaivism and Kashmir Shaivism, Kanchi Sarvanya Pita, Kanchi Kailasa Sarvanya Pita, and Kashmir Kailasa Sarvanya Pita, both pitas are based on the same Agama, Kamika Agama. Mrigendra Agama is the same Jnanapada for both pitas. So listen, what Paramashiva revealed in Kailasa to Vasugupta, the great Kashmir Shaivacharya. Sarvandar Vyapino Devaha Sankaraha Shakti Mishritaha Swatmayam Spandade Nityam Abhasa Shakti Rupataha. Lord Shankara, who is all-pervading and united with his divine power, pulsates eternally in the form of his own self, manifesting as radiant energy. So understand, you are not just a passive observer of reality, you are an active creator. Your consciousness pulses, your awareness vibrates, and that vibration, that spanda, is what creates your reality. Theta is the state where you want to be. Theta is the state of meditation, the state of hypnosis. This theta state is highly receptive to suggestion. I tell you, theta is the doorway to spanda. When you enter theta, you are not just receptive to suggestion, you are active in creation. Your spanda, your divine vibration, aligns with the cosmic spanda. And when that happens, the reality bends to your will. Small story. Mullah Nasruddin's son was studying homework and asked his father, "Dad, what is a monologue?" Said Nasruddin, "A monologue is a conversation being carried on by your mother with me." In beta state, the waking, thinking state, a monologue is a literary term. In alpha theta state, the relaxed, honest state, a monologue is just a monologue. Your nervous system filters reality differently in different brain states. When you relax into theta, you see the truth that your beta state cannot access. I am now going to reveal the exact technique you can do to re-imprint your nervous system in the night. Record a reality you want to manifest. But when you record, you should tell it from the state that it has already happened. Describe it in vivid details. Relax completely. Feel the wish fulfilled. Listen again once you wake up in the morning, and throughout the day, audit your input. Speak affirmations aloud. Ask power questions. I tell you, this is sadhana. This is spiritual practice. You practice the reimprinting. You detach from the old identity. You let go of the fossilized self-image. But I am telling you, another important factor, when you do this with the Guru is the one who holds the space for your reimprinting. The Guru is the one who provides a safety that allows the nervous system to relax. Relaxation allows the nervous system to feel safe, which will allow the reimprinting happen. That's what I do in the Satsang. put you into that ultimate bhava, the manifestation state, and reimprint repeatedly your Paramashiva right now. Actually, the science is finally trying to catch up. It is beginning to catch up with Agamas. A 2025 paper published in AIP Advances proposes that consciousness is not an emergent property of neural process, but a foundational aspect of reality. Listen, till 2025, science was repeatedly telling consciousness is an emergent property of neural process. But now, they are beginning to catch up. No, consciousness is not an emergent property of neural process, but a functional aspect of reality. It describes three principles: universal mind, underlying formless intelligence, universal consciousness, the capacity for awareness, and universal thought, the dynamic mechanism through which experience and differentiation arise. The emergence of individual awareness occurs via mechanisms such as symmetry breaking, quantum fluctuations, and discrete state selection. It essentially says consciousness is not in your brain is in consciousness. Your nervous system is not producing awareness, it is filtering awareness. This is exactly what the Mrigendragama describes. The buddhi faces towards the self, which is pure consciousness, and it faces towards the material nature. Your antahkarana is the tuner. When it is tuned correctly, you receive the full conscious field. The buddhi, when it faces towards the self, which is pure consciousness, and when it faces towards the material nature, it becomes the polluted jiva. Your antahkarana is the tuner. When it is tuned correctly, you receive the full consciousness field. When it is mistuned, imprinted with fear, limitation, trauma, you receive only fraction of a field. And you call that fraction reality. Reimprint your inner instrument and retune your receiver. Suddenly the whole field becomes available to you. Listen, I am repeating. Your antahkarana is the tuner. When it is tuned correctly, you receive full consciousness field. When it is mistuned, imprinted with fear, limitation, trauma, you receive only a fraction of a field, fraction of the field, and you call that fraction reality. Reimprint your inner instrument and retune your receiver. And suddenly, the whole field becomes available to you. Let me tell you a story from Yoga Vasishta, the story of Shadarudra was imparted to Sri Rama by the Rishi Vasishta to show that all life is mere illusion, are different complexes of the mind. Vasishta narrates a story to Rama about a devout monk who falls asleep and dreams of being an ordinary man. In that dream, he dreams of being another person, who then dreams of being another, creating a chain of layered identities. Eventually, one of these dreamed individuals undergoes heavy spiritual penance and transforms into a Rudra, an aspect of Lord Shiva. With immense cosmic knowledge, this Rudra awakens all the past layered identities, resulting in 100 Rudras existing simultaneously, realizing they are all ultimately manifestations of the same single mind, the ultimate illusion of reality, Parashakti, Mahamaya. You are that man. You think you have woken up. You think you are awake, but you are still in the dream. You are still in your reality tunnel. You are still seeing through the filter of your antahkarana. The Paushkara Agamas says, the knower, the Atman or self, is of the nature of pure consciousness, not of the nature of being directed towards objects. In other words, you are not the dreamer, you are not the dreamed, you are the consciousness in which both dreamer and dreamed appear. A small story. A friend notices that old mullah and his wife, all dressed in a grand and enjoying a dinner. You look mighty dressed up, mullah. The friend said to Mullah Nasruddin, what is going on? Something special? Yes, said the mullah. I am celebrating tonight with my wife in honor of 7 years of perfect married happiness. 7 years of married happiness? I think that is wonderful. The friend said, I think it is pretty good myself. 7 years of happiness out of the 70 years of marriage, said Nasruddin. The friend thought he was celebrating 7 years of perfect happiness. The mullah knew the truth. It was only 1 year out of 70 that was perfect. But he was still celebrating That is your reality tunnel. You celebrate your awakening without realizing you are still dreaming. You celebrate your success without realizing you are still trapped in limitation. In the true awakening comes when you stop celebrating the dream and start waking up from it. And the good news is, you don't need to struggle by yourself to reimprint. Listen. In the presence of the Guru, your whole nervous system can simply be reimprinted through Diksha. Guru Gita declares, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Guru is Brahma, Guru is Vishnu, Guru is Lord Maheshwara, Guru is verily the supreme reality. Prostrations to that Guru. The Guru is the one who shatters your reality tunnel, wake you up to the truth that the possibility is all around you. You are struggling because your inner instrument cannot see it. The Guru is the one who wakes you up just at the right moment so you can catch the dreamlike insight. The Guru is the one who says, you are not limited Purusha, you are Paramashiva. Mam eva smaran nityam, mam eva smaran sada, sukhenaiva param sthanam prapnoti na samsayaha. If you think of nothing else but me, you will reach the highest state of realization. Thus, focus one-pointedly on merging with the Guru. Through this Satsang, I am not just revealing these truths to you, to every one of you, that you are watching this right now, listening to this right now. I am collapsing all your old beliefs and reimprinting your nervous system right now. A small story. Mullah Nasruddin was saying, my wife has a chronic habit of sitting up every night until 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, and I cannot break her of it. Sympathetic friend asked, why does she sit up that late? Nasruddin said, waiting for me to come home. Do you see? The mullah thought his wife had a habit. The friend thought it was a problem. The truth was completely different. She was waiting for him. His reality tunnel was, wife has a problem. The truth was, I am the problem. The Guru does the same thing. He does not tell you what you think you need to hear. He tells you the truth that shatters your illusion. I am not telling you the truths you want to hear. I am not telling you the words that you want to hear. I am telling you the truth that shatters your illusion. Through the Abhayaṁ Sarvabhūtebhyo initiative, this is what I am opening to humanity. To all the beings who have been through persecution. Actually, all of you have gone through the persecution by the unconscious society, unconscious political system, unconscious constitutions, unconscious economical system. Kailasa will be the ecosystem where you can consciously reimprint, reprogram, heal yourself, and be Paramashiva. The sacred vow of Abhayaṁ Sarvabhūtebhyo, absolute protection to all living beings. It's a living reality that I am breathing into existence through the revival of Kailasa. A safe haven for any being, any religion, any person who is persecuted, attacked, or displaced. All those who realize they have been persecuted, attacked, and displaced, and all those who have not even realized they are being persecuted, they have been persecuted, attacked, and displaced. For both categories, where they can peacefully live and express their spirituality, enlightened consciousness, enlightened arts, enlightened culture, enlightened lifestyle, enlightened civilization, free from denigration, interference, and violence. This is the Abhayaṁ Sarvabhūtebhyo in action. Protection to all beings. I am opening the doors of Kailasa wide for the Hindus who cannot get enlightened freely, for the seekers who are silenced and put in the endless distraction in the name of working for the basic needs and survival needs. I know how many real sincere seekers forced into this survival mode, that victims of economic terrorism, poverty is forced on them, so they are forced to work for their survival, losing all seeking. And finally they lose even the memory once they had a seeking. I am opening the Kailasa doors. I am opening the doors of Kailasa wide for all those seekers who are put in the endless distractions and their seeking was silenced. For the refugee who has no home, for any being who is not having a place to live, Kailasa is your home. Kailasa is your refuge. Kailasa is your nation. This is my sacred vow. This is the vow I have taken for the sake of all humanities. Join me. Join Kailasa. Vinay 8767 from YouTube is asking, Swamiji, I am a devotee. I want to express my gratitude for everything you have been through and everything you have stood up for. How can I support this mission of Abhayaṁ Sarvabhūtebhyo? Understand? I did not go through persecution for my sake. I went through it for your sake. For the sake of every Hindu who cannot practice Dharma freely, for the sake of every persecuted individual who needs a home. You see, I created a nation. I created the nation so that the world's millions need not be nationless. Listen. Actually, those persecuted me were persecuting you guys, Hindus, because I was standing in the front for all of you. They persecuted me. They were not eyeing at my head, they were eyeing at your head, because I was sticking my neck out for all you, to protect all your heads. They were trying to attack me. They were persecuting me. So I endured assassination attempts so that you would not have to fear assassination for being a Hindu. I endured 120 false cases and heavy lawfare so that you would not have to fear lawfare for being a Hindu. I endured 17,000 hours of hate speech, hate propaganda, so that you don't have to face the hate for being Hindu. If you just turn the pages of history and see, you will realize the whole climate of Hinduism at that point in time. 5,000 sadhus were murdered in a single day. All the gurus were targeted and being eliminated just in the last 84 years. There has been 300 gurus, Hindu gurus, who were either mob lynched, assassinated, or murdered through the relentless lawfare. Paramashiva has manifested through this being at the right time. 1978. Even 1979 would have been too late. I am here as an ultimate Abhayaṁ for all the Hindus. Paramashiva is here as an ultimate Abhayaṁ for all the Hindus. You are asking, how can you support this mission? First, understand what Abhayaṁ Sarvabhūtebhyo truly means. Understand that it is not just a word, it's a vow, it's a divine promise. Second, embody Abhayaṁ Sarvabhūtebhyo in your own life. Enrich others. Protect the persecuted. Stand up for those who cannot stand up for themselves. Third, spread the message of Kailasa. Spread the message of Abhayaṁ Sarvabhūtebhyo. Let every persecuted Hindu know there is a home for you. There is a home for them. There is a nation for you. There is a sanctuary for you. Even if you are not eating in the place where Annadanam is happening, even if you tell those who need food, who are starving, who need Annadanam, even if you tell them, that punya will come to you and protect you. Like Karna did not do Annadanam his whole life. He did all other danams. So when he went to Swarga, he had hunger. He asked, what is this? I am feeling hunger in Swarga. They said, you did not do Annadana. That is why you are having hunger. Then Karna asked, what is the solution? Then Narada says, don't worry. You put the pointing finger on your mouth, your hunger will disappear. Karna did it and hunger disappeared. Karna asked Narada, how is it possible? How it happened? Narada said, once someone was hungry, you showed him a place where Annadan happens, and he went and ate and his hunger got settled. He was healed from the hunger, because hunger is a roga. So he was healed from hunger. So that punya is there in your pointing finger. So put that in your mouth. Your hunger will disappear. So listen. Show to people, enrich people, spread this word for those who need refuge. If you need, come and settle down in Kailasa and share, enrich, reach out to everyone who needs Abhayaṁ. That's the best way you can support this mission of Abhayaṁ Sarvabhūtebhyo. There's one more question. Same Vinay 8767 is asking, Dear Swamiji, you went through so much persecution, assassination attempts, false cases, and so much more. How can you still open Kailasa for others? Why did not Swamiji give up? Because I will not give up. You are asking why Swamiji did not give up? Because I will not give up. If I give up, who will stand for the 2 billion Hindus? The seekers of enlightenment. You see, the question comes from the human mind. The human mind says, I was hurt, so I will hurt back. I was persecuted, so I will persecute. I was denied refuge, so I will deny refuge to others. No. But Paramashiva does not manifest like that. He does not think like human mind. Paramashiva thinks as the cosmos, like the cosmos. He is cosmos. So he thinks like cosmos. When I was unlawfully detained for 53 days without even evidence, I did not think I will create a prison for others. I thought I will create a nation where no one will be unlawfully detained. When they filed false cases, I did not think I'll create a court to falsely accuse others. I thought I'll create a justice system based on dharma, which cannot be used for lawfare, which cannot be used to do lawfare. You see, persecution does not define you. Your response to persecution defines you. The persecution I went through does not define me. My response to that persecution defines me. The one who gives Abhayaṁ, absolute protection, must be himself fearless, not because he has not suffered, but because he has transcended suffering and fears. That is the truth. They tried to destroy me. They only succeeded in making me stronger. They actually valorized me. Through Kailasa, I am giving what they tried to take away from me: refuge, sanctuary, sovereignty to millions. Abhayaṁ Sarvabhūtebhyo. Celestine08 posted a question in YouTube. Swamiji, what is the relationship between Abhayaṁ and conscious sovereignty? This is the deepest question of all. You see, in Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the concept of giving Abhaya is not merely giving a land to an individual. It is about empowering individuals to reclaim their conscious sovereignty. Listen, Rama did not give just Lanka to Vibhishana. He gave his Atma Murti Ranganatha to Vibhishana. his own Atma Murti Ranganatha to Vibhishana. So it is not just merely giving Lanka the land, kingdom. It is giving conscious sovereignty, the whole enlightenment. You see, in Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the concept of giving Abhaya is not merely giving land to an individual. It is about empowering individuals to reclaim their conscious sovereignty. What does that mean? It means you are not a refugee. You are a sovereign being. You have simply forgotten your home. You have simply forgotten your true nature. You have simply forgotten that you are Paramashiva. Abhayaṁ is the hand that reaches out and says, remember who you are. Remember where you came from. Remember your sovereignty. So I am creating Kailasa not just a safe haven, also an enlightened haven. I am not just going to give you safe place and safe home and the safe nation. I am going to give you conscious sovereignty, ultimate safety, the enlightenment. Along with the safe nation, safe home, safe place, I am giving you the ultimate safety, enlightenment. I created the Kailasa. When I created the Kailasa, I did not just create a piece of land. I created a consciousness sovereignty, a consciousness of sovereignty. A consciousness of freedom, a consciousness of Abhayaṁ Sarvabhūtebhyo. In addition to being a nation, Kailasa is also a state of being. It's a state of being absolutely free, absolutely protected. It's a state of being home. And that state is available to everyone, regardless of gender, race, religion, creed, nationality, because consciousness does not discriminate. Paramashiva does not discriminate. Abhayaṁ Sarvabhūtebhyo does not discriminate. So when you seek refuge in Kailasa, you are not just seeking physical safety, you are reclaiming your conscious sovereignty. You are remembering who you truly are. You are coming home. I am giving you the essence of what I revealed in this satsang. Shivatva, Ishvaratva, Jivatva. You are the being who has forgotten your Paramashivatva and fell into kanchukas. All you need to do is wake up and play your life with absolute lordship as a Leela. Your reality is not what is. It is what your antahkarana, your manas, buddhi and ahankara allows you to perceive. Change the inner instrument, you will change the world. Means a filter. the reality tunnel is just a dream? The malas are just clouds? The Purusha Tattva is just a limited identity? Wake up from the dream. Clear your clouds. Shatter the filter. Be who you truly are. The Paushkara Agama says, the knower, the Atman or self, is of the nature of pure consciousness, not of the nature of being directed toward objects. You are not the one who is filtered. You are the consciousness that sees the filter. The Spanda Karika says, the pure nature of Him from whom this universe comes into existence is not abstracted anywhere. You are that pure nature. Nothing abstracts you except your own inner instrument. The Guru Gita says, if you think of nothing else but me, you will easily reach the highest state of realization. Think of the Guru, merge with the Guru, become the Guru. With this deep love of oneness, you are Paramashiva, I am Paramashiva. We both put together are part of Paramashiva. I initiate all of you into this truth. Live this and you will start radiating the power of Grahanam, the ability to digest any concept, any reality as it is. Today, I have two great digital gifts from Kailasa for all of you. First is the Why Intensity digital book, and the second is Sri Chakra Yantra. Receive it and enjoy it. Blessings to everyone. Be blissful.
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षिसुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वतीस्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञान विश्रुतसकलनिगमागमसारभूतद्राविडवेदप्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणासमधिगतमुक्तामयचतुरश्रयान् गीयमान छत्रचामर श्रीचिह्नकाहलादिसमस्तबिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञानविज्ञानचक्रवर्ती सर्वजनसङ्घसद्यो निर्वाणदीक्षाव्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमतकलभकेसरी शैवसिद्धान्तस्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराजपाण्ड्यमहाराजगुरु क्षपणशाक्यादिमहान्धकारनिवारणज्ञानभानु वीक्षणानर्हार्हध्वजोच्छेदनपूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वजस्थापक शैवसमयकर्त्रे सर्वज्ञपीठारूढ श्रीजगद्गुरु श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धदेशिकस्वामि वागीशसुन्दरमाणिक्यवाचकस्वामिनाम् अवतारभूत श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धस्वामि पुनरुद्धृत श्यामलापीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रिनवत्युत्तरद्विशततम गुरुमहासन्निधान अरुणगिरियोगीश्वर परम्परागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञपीठ गुरुमहासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत काञ्ची कैलास सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तरद्विशततम गुरुमहासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्यमङ्गल नित्यकल्याण नित्यरजित कैलास परम्परागत आदिकैलास नित्यानन्दपीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठकर्तः साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परम्परागत वैवस्वतमनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चन्द्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचन्द्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ति परम्परागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मण्डित चतुष्षष्टि सम्प्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्मशासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञपीठ सुराङ्गी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूडामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणिपीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामण्डलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ जगद्गुरो श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञानवितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय